Welcome to this edition of the El Segundo City Council Recap. I'm your host, Egir De Leo. Let's take a look at the items presented to the El Segundo City Council at their August 15, 2023 meeting. During special presentations, City Council issued a proclamation celebrating the El Segundo Public Library's Diamond Jubilee 75th anniversary. Library Assistant Roz Templin accepted the proclamation. Following public communications, City Manager Daryl George provided an update on the city's effort to address the ongoing odors and noxious gases coming from the Hyperion Water Reclamation Plant, which is operated by the City of Los Angeles. City staff and council members continue to work with Assemblymember Marisucci's office on Assembly Bill 1216. Over the past 2 months, the bill has been amended to align with recommendations from AQMD. AB 1216 would permanently require Hyperion to conduct regular source monitoring for NOx and VOCs, continuously monitor at its fence line for pollutants of concern as determined by AQMD, including hydrogen sulfide, and share that fence line monitoring data with the public in real time. The bill is tentatively scheduled to be heard in the Senate Appropriations hearing on August 21st. If it passes the Appropriations Committee, the bill would go to a Senate floor vote. If passed by the Senate and signed by the governor, AB 1216 would go into effect on January 1st, 2027. On August 16th, the mayor, members of City Council, the city manager, and city staff will meet with representatives from the office of Senator Ben Allen, Congressman Ted Lieu, Assemblymember Al Marisucci, Supervisor Holly Mitchell, and LA City Council member Tracy Park to discuss the situation with Hyperion. On July 25th, AQMD issued a notice of violation to Hyperion for elevated levels of hydrogen sulfide on June 19th during scheduled scrubber maintenance. Hyperion tank cover measurements are currently underway and scheduled to be completed on August 18th. City staff asked that the measurements be postponed until the fall when the weather is cooler and the odor won't be exacerbated by the heat, but it was determined by AQMD and Hyperion that delaying was not practical. The perimeter road improvement project that took place over the summer is now complete. Information about Hyperion can be found at the city's website at www.elsegundo.org/Hyperion. City Manager Daryl George also reported that the city recently received the highest AAA credit rating. City Council thanked staff and former Chief Financial Officer Joe Lilio, who was in attendance. During staff presentation, City Attorney Mark Hensley presented an offer by CDC Mar East Campus 1 LLC to dedicate 2 acres of land to the city. The city attorney discussed the long, narrow shape of the land, the nature and extent of easements, restrictions, and other potential challenges, and asked council for guidance on whether to accept the offer or have staff continue to investigate the various deed restrictions and environmental conditions affecting the site. After discussing the possible uses and limitations of the space, City Council directed staff to explore the feasibility of the land for other uses. Director of Public Works Elias Sassoon presented a resolution authorizing the city manager to execute a professional services agreement with COA Corporation for construction management services for the Plunge project. City Council approved the resolution. Recreation Parks and Library Director Ali Mancini presented a campaign to raise an estimated $3 million in capital funding needed to cover the funding shortfall for the Plunge. The campaign includes naming commitments for high-level donors to name a space within the facility and a legacy wall with donor names. City Council approved the campaign. Council designated Councilmember Carol Perstek to be a voting delegate and Mayor Pro Tem Chris Pimentel alternate to the California Cities 2023 Annual Conference and Expo. Human Resource Director Rebecca Reddick presented an amendment to increase the city manager's base salary from $270,000 to $280,800. City Council adopted the amendment. Director Reddick also presented an ordinance amending El Segundo's Municipal Code Chapter 1-6 to add 12 positions to the list of those exempt from the civil service system. City Council approved the ordinance. Director Reddick presented a resolution of intent to approve a contract amendment with CalPERS to provide an additional 1% employee cost sharing for classic members of the El Segundo Police Service Support Employees Association. City Council adopted the resolution. Director Reddick also presented a resolution amending the city's administrative code for the Management Confidential series relating to salary increases and benefit changes, including retiree health benefit changes. City Council adopted the resolution. During reports, Councilmember Ryan Baldino discussed possibly creating a Planning Commission subcommittee to review, update, and implement the South Bay Bicycle Master Plan and other multi-model city initiatives, ensuring consistency and compatibility of the programs. Council approved the formation of the subcommittee. Councilmember Baldino also proposed directing staff to analyze alternate uses for the abandoned city-owned reservoir area at Hilltop Park and return to City Council with design concepts. City Council approved the proposal. Councilmember Lance Giroux recommended a one-year pilot program that would appoint 2 adult representatives from ESUSD and/or Da Vinci High School to the city's DEI committee in lieu of filling the 2 current vacancies. City Council approved the recommendation. Finally, City Council adjourned in memory of former City Manager Mary Stren, who passed away on July 6th, and former Police Chief Jay Stroh, who passed away on June 23rd of this year. To watch the complete City Council meeting for August 15th, 2023, and learn more about the agenda items covered, visit elsegundo.org or watch the meeting on Channel 3. The next meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, September 5th.